Hey everyone, this is Dan Cohen with Behind the Headlines. If you haven't heard of us by now, we are a new independent journalism outlet creating multimedia projects ranging from news reports and investigations to explainer videos and even full-length documentaries. Just since we got off the ground late last year, I've exposed some of the shady actors trying to stifle debate around universal healthcare. I did a deep investigation on Secretary of State Tony Blinken's ties to the military-industrial complex and his history of promoting wars abroad, on how corporate media carried water for the Trump administration's attacks on Iran. And weeks after I documented the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol, I've just published an investigation on how the US-backed coup in Serbia in 2000 served as inspiration for many of the most fanatical elements that participated here in Washington, D.C. As a registered nonprofit with a very small team of investigative journalists and video producers, we're looking to raise $50,000 for our first phase fundraiser. I want to show you a little bit of what your support will help us produce. I recently spent time in Colombia, which is the US's most important ally in Latin America. 2020 was an absolutely horrific year of massacres, and 2021 is turning out to be just as gruesome. This is not talked about at all in corporate media, so I went to see for myself. I visited the sites of some of the massacres, interviewed witnesses, and I'm investigating who and what forces are behind this ongoing nightmare and how they're connected to the United States. Over the next few months, I'll be wrapping up a longer-term documentary series on an extremely dangerous movement in Israel that's seeking nothing less than the destruction of the Al-Aqsa compound. I call them the Temple Movement because they want to build a temple over the ruins of Al-Aqsa. They're responsible for a huge amount of violence and bloodshed and are totally whitewashed in Western media. We at Behind the Headlines don't have billionaires, corporations, or special interests filling our pockets like other allegedly adversarial media outlets, so please consider supporting Behind the Headlines by contributing to our campaign.